Does cardio ruin your gains? You're out here, you're trying to build some muscle, man. Shout out the Hodge twins. Who remembers the Hodge twins, the OGs of YouTube? Anyways, you're trying to build some muscle and you're worried about if your cardio is ruining your gains. Well, sit back, relax, and enjoy this one because I got some news for you. And what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Caffeine Conversations. I'm your host, Coach Scott McLeod, certified personal trainer. And you should know that this is an interactive series, so let me know what you would like me to talk about next. Leave your comments down below. And do be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to comment on this particular topic too, in addition to leaving those other questions down below. No question is a dumb question. Happy to make a video for each and every one of you. Is cardio ruining your gains? I would actually argue that cardio is doing the opposite. Cardio can actually enhance your gains. Now, before you go jumping the gun and blowing up the comment section down below, hear me out on this. And I do want to actually read something from my certified personal trainer course content. Shout out the National Academy of Sports Medicine, NASM, through whom I obtained my personal training certificate. And there's a lot of sections in this course content that are very eye-opening and powerful and do a great job explaining the benefits of cardiovascular fitness, cardiorespiratory fitness, doing your damn cardio, becoming healthier, reducing the risk of mortality and morbidity, and increasing your quality of life. Anyways, the paragraph here: engaging in regular sustained physical activity over one's lifespan is one of the most reliable predictors of death and disability. Sustained physical activity over the course of your life being a reliable predictor of death and disability. If that doesn't want to make you move your body more, then what are you doing, bro? You need to start reflecting on your life. Move your damn body. In fact, research has confirmed that an individual's cardiorespiratory fitness level is a strong predictor of morbidity and mortality. Morbidity being the state of having a disease, mortality being a state or risk of death and dying. In other words, poor cardiorespiratory fitness is related to a marked increase in risk of premature death from all causes, but particularly from cardiovascular disease, CVD, the leading cause of death. Conversely, an improvement in cardiorespiratory fitness is related to a reduction in premature death from all causes. It's the strongest predictor of death, disability, and disease. Cardiovascular activity, cardio levels, doing your damn cardio, moving your damn body. Death, disability, disease. Strong predictor, reliable predictor. And it is also a method of primary prevention. So primary prevention from an array of chronic diseases, being proactive, being preventive in nature before things get worse, before conditions worsen, before the onset of chronic diseases, at which point there's no real cure. There's just lifestyle changes. Sure, there's some medications to put a band-aid on the problem, but you need to get your body moving. You need to change your lifestyle. Move more than last time. Get out there and do your cardio. So I would argue that cardio is actually enhancing your gains because you can't make those gains if you're at risk of death and dying and you're having disease and you can't move your body and you're sitting on the couch and your gains are just withering away. Your body's just wasting away and you're wasting your time and your life. Get up there, get moving, get going. This is very serious. This is your health we're talking about, and it's a method of primary prevention from an array of chronic diseases. Anyways, I do also have some cardio recommendations. These are set forth by the World Health Organization. I know that the American Heart Association has the exact same recommendations and requirements and suggestions, but those aerobic activity recommendations being 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity, like a brisk walk, at least 5 days per week, and or 75 minutes per week of a vigorous intensity aerobic activity, for example, jogging or running, at least 3 days per week, or a combination of moderately intense and vigorously intense cardiovascular activity 3 to 5 days per week. As a general rule of thumb for myself, 150 minutes of moderate intense cardiovascular activity per week. I like jacking that treadmill up on an incline, not a crazy steep incline to be honest. I'm really only working at a 6 to 8% incline on that machine, and then giving myself like a 3-mile-an-hour walk at that incline. So I incline the treadmill a little bit, I get to walking, I get to watching YouTube videos like these ones here, these Coach Scott out McLeod Caffeine Conversations. These are great for cardio. Pop those on. You don't even really have to look at the screen, though. I pop some pretty cool stuff up on the screen intermittently throughout the course of some of these episodes, but you really can just listen to these. They're more of a point-and-shoot podcast style episode, so great for listening, great for cardio. Do your cardio at least 150 minutes per week of a moderately intense aerobic activity like a brisk walk or some incline walking on the treadmill. Get out there, move your body, do your cardio. Now, that being said, those are just bare minimum recommendations. More is always better. The heart is, in fact, the most important muscle. Way more important than any other muscle group because it's powering your body, man. Without your heart, the blood's not pumping. You know what happens next. It's not a good sign. You need your heart. Power the system, man. Your meat vehicle. This is what you got. Treat it well. Get it moving. Get the blood flowing, which I would argue would also enhance your gains. Now, if your biggest concern is your gains, and if cardio is hurting your gains, I would direct us towards first making sure we're engaged in regular resistance training. You need to be lifting weights. You need to be providing your muscles with external stimuli, like lifting weights, to adapt to through a process of muscle protein breakdown and repair. I did just make a video on this, but I'm assuming you're engaged in regular resistance training. If you're curious about this topic, if you're asking these types of questions, I'm assuming you're already engaged in resistance training. And then I would also direct our attention to eating enough protein. I have an Instagram post about this, and I do also have a caffeine conversation about this, about protein requirements. I have talked about this in a number of my full day of eating videos. I think I also talked about it in my supplement video. All the supplements that I take, I definitely go into some protein requirements there because I do go on a lot of tangential rants, and back then I did also not cut a lot of things out, so I know it's in that video. I'll link a whole bunch of videos down below. Watch them all, like them all, comment on all of them. I really would appreciate that. But it will also help you learn. It's completely free. It just takes a tiny bit of your time to learn this material and then start applying it. The application of knowledge is power. You can't just sit here on the couch watching me, though I know how much you love doing that, and I know how much I would love doing that too if I weren't me. But you actually have to apply this knowledge. You have to get out there, get going, move the body, do your cardio, not hurting your gains, eat enough protein, engage in resistance training, provide yourself with that stimuli, that external stimuli. In other words, when you're lifting the dumbbells, the barbells, you're moving the cables, the resistance bands, you're breaking down the muscle, you're providing them with external stimuli to adapt against, to build up, to get stronger than last time, to start gaining that muscle tissue, that contractile tissue. Cardio's not ruining your gains. Get out there, move the body, stay healthy, look towards your protein intake to maximize muscle protein synthesis in that process of muscle protein breakdown and repair. And also look at your calorie intake. Are you in an energy deficit, a calorie deficit, or an energy surplus? Are you too shredded? You're just walking around at 5, 6, 7% body fat. You're just shredded to the bone. You're not in an atmosphere conducive to building muscle. Most individuals cannot walk around at that low of a body fat percentage year round. It is not conducive to building muscle tissue. So get to a comfortable body fat percentage, whether that be you moving up to a higher body fat percentage because you're too shredded, or whether that be you moving down to a healthier body fat percentage because you're classified as being overweight or obese. Get into that healthy range. That range is going to be unique to you as the individual. You'll know if you're so food focused and starving all the time, you're probably at a body fat percentage that it just is not sustainable. Move into a comfortable body fat percentage, start gaining from there, eat around maintenance calories, maybe just a teeny tiny, real tiny bit more, not a whole lot. You don't need to go on these crazy dirty bulks. Worry about your protein intake, maximize muscle protein synthesis, eat right around maintenance or really just that tiny bit more. Once you're in that comfortable body fat percentage, you got to get down to that comfortable level or up to that comfortable level depending on your body composition at the time you're watching this video. But cardio's not ruining those gains. And that's pretty much all I got to say about this topic. We've already started feeding the fed horse, and I'm starting to repeat myself. If you enjoyed this video, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. As always, one video a week every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. All right, see ya.